All right, what's up, y'all?
Hey y'all,
We are back with another morning after reality recap. I'm Jasmine.
I'm Jalen.
And so it's the morning after Potomac Housewives. It's season 5, episode 2. So we have a lot to get into about that. But before we do, if y'all would like to comment, like, subscribe, let us know what you think. We would really appreciate that. We are trying to make this interactive, so we want to hear y'all thoughts on what we have to say and what you think about the episode. So do that for us, okay? So let's get into the episode. Okay, so the episode opens up. Now I was expecting to see Karen and Ray in the bed, but she's just exercising. I will say though, when her and Ray interacted, he seemed very cold. Like he really just don't care anymore.
Yes.
Like
he's sick of it or just done.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that because he's always so like loving and seemingly supportive, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was sad. And then when she was when they were in the kitchen,
Right.
and she was she mentioned something like 3-letter word, and he was like, okay, and I was like,
Okay.
after so many years, like that's just ugh. And you know that feeling.
Like
I feel like you see it in her face that she was very like trying not to, I guess, react in any way. She was just trying to keep her cool.
Right, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because even, I don't know if it would be for appearances, but he's always been, you know, in front of the camera. So nice.
And that makes me wonder, is it more than like, because it's never been like anything. It was just they were falling apart, right?
Like so far, what we've heard, she just mentioned her business and that causing a strain. But it seems like
for it to be there, it's like, yeah.
So we'll
hard
have
to
to
see
what's going on with them. Okay, so next we see Giselle and Monique. They meet up for lunch, I suppose. Everybody go to lunch. And so they agree to bury the hatchet, move forward. And they want to throw Ashley a coming out party because she's been in the house.
Coming out party, yes.
That's what they call it, right? Coming out?
Coming out the house party.
Coming out the house. Oh, true. Okay, not that coming out.
We got you.
But yeah, Ashley's been cooped up at the house, so they want to bring her out. They talk about inviting Candiace, and they say how they want her to apologize. Any thoughts there?
I think that was wrong. I was like, maybe
to invite her, or
especially if it's for knowing that Ashley's already had a somewhat hard time and it's gonna be her first time out. Like, why say this is the place where that's necessary?
It's TV. That's what they're gonna do.
Yes.
But I feel like they are pushing this apology thing kind of hard and extra. But what is it that they want her to apologize for, though? Like, what's their biggest issue? Do you know?
I'm laughing because I knew you guys was going to be your question, but I was trying to think in my head really hard. I was trying to go backwards a little bit. What do they want? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I believe isn't it from last season when she did give birth?
So was that the moment that did it?
I believe so. Part of me feels like I'm missing something, to be honest.
Okay.
But I feel like that was it.
Because I've seen all the episodes before. Now, my memory gets a little crazy, a little fuzzy. But anytime Candiace has said something, she's always kind of responding to something, you know? It's never been a situation where Ashley's like in a corner, quiet, and Candiace just attacking. Ashley always have her comebacks, opinions, and all of that. So I'm trying to figure out what is it that Ashley has done that's so, you know, on such another level. But I don't know, maybe because it's motherhood involved. Is that what it could be?
Right. I think you're right. I think, yes, that was the big thing. Because it started with a tweet. You remember that?
Yeah, they keep mentioning a tweet from the day she was in the hospital. I'm not on Twitter, but I would assume something happened for her to even say that.
To say the thing? Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
Then I'm also thinking she's not a mom, so she wouldn't even be thinking from that, you know.
Right. She did mention though how
sensitive.
Did she use the word jealous?
Envious, maybe? Envy that she admitted she wanted to be a mom.
Right.
Like
and not scared, fearful of it.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe we'll get into this later because when the apology
happens.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's put a pin on that. I'm thinking too. Well, I know when she was saying like, "Do you want to have a baby?" because she was drinking alcohol.
All right, she was pushing, but that was still before. Oh, you talking about like
that was before she was pregnant?
Yeah. Because that's what I'm saying. Is this stemming over from that? Just from the whole before?
Because I'm thinking if it's like accumulation of that, even amidst all of that, Ashley was still saying a lot about Candiace, you know? That's what I'm confused about. Okay, so aside from Ashley Candiace beef, they discussed who was at Candiace's party. So they talk about Cherie showing up. Now, Monique doesn't want to talk about whatever rumor Cherise has shared.
Right.
But Giselle lets it be known that Cherise said Monique and her trainer were a little too friendly, maybe.
Yes.
And then, not Cherise, Monique's husband found out.
I guess I understand why she's upset with her, but then I just feel like that's something when you're in public eye, I guess. Yes, it's going to be irritating, but at the same time, it's just like, if it's not true, who cares? I mean, I've never been, you know, in public eye or anything to understand how it feels. You know, it might feel a little different, but I was just like, I don't think it should be that big of a deal. And I don't think she should be like, I just don't want to talk about it. Like, it's not true, who cares?
This is going to be a chopped video right here, me.
How we do it? Oh, who cares?
Chopped and screwed.
Lord have mercy.
I have to keep that in there. We have interruptions, extra visitor. Okay, yes. So I've had a lot to think about this morning.
Okay.
A lot. I'm thinking about past seasons, and this is why I would love a view from y'all. View us, let us know, because in the previous season, I don't know if you recall, there was a similar rumor about Karen. And she was dating the driver or something.
Right.
The ladies amongst the same group was spreading those rumors or reiterating them, but they didn't, you know, face all this backlash. Now, Monique wants Candiace to be, I don't know, so loyal as to not invite somebody because of what they said about her.
Right.
But other ladies have said plenty of things about other people, similar kinds of comments about, you know. In addition, when I like Monique, it's like I like her, but then sometimes I'm like, so she wants like Candiace to be so loyal to her, when I feel like Monique is plenty of instances I'm seeing where you don't do that. That's your friend. Like you acting like she don't know how to act in public with butter knives. You can't get
right.
Oh,
you're being shady a little bit.
It's shady if that's your girl and Giselle's the one you're just making up with.
Right.
Let me also remind y'all. I think I'm correct when I say even Ashley and Monique wasn't cool at a time.
Yes.
Because Monique and Candiace was cool. Ashley was on the other side, right? Now, when that happened, Candiace had to deal with you going to side with somebody she wasn't cool with either. But when Candiace want to, you know, befriend somebody or something that you're not cool with, it's like a whole nother thing.
Right. And it was her event. If you don't like her, that's not her problem. If that's her friend.
I mean, loyalty is cool, but you got to be loyal too if you're going to carry it like that.
Right.
Like that.
But I still don't even see that as disloyal because she's still her friend. She just maybe just doesn't want to be in the middle of it.
I mean, she would have to understand that because she's friends with people Candiace hasn't been cool with. When she was getting all buddy with Ashley, now she's making up with. So, two sides to the coin. But that's all I want to say about that for now. Did they discuss anything else at the lunch?
I don't think so. Not that I recall.
Okay. So the next thing, we see a little brief moment with Ashley and her lactation consultant. That was a little nice moment. I don't think I've seen that on TV, a reality TV show.
Yeah.
I've never had a consultation, but they appear very helpful. They were saying a lot of things that would be good to know.
Yes.
We also see her mom come through for a visit.
Yes.
And they're just trying to tell her, you can get out the house sometimes, you know, because she's really... I guess worried about leaving the baby.
And I feel like any mother can relate to that. Not wanting to, or that first time you have to leave is always like, ooh, and then it's like, even if it's your mom, it's like, but you don't know how he is. You know, you don't.
He's about to be there.
Sometimes they can be like this and like that, you know. You just be worried. So I guess first episode, we were talking about her being so anxious and, you know.
She's still over the top.
But I guess this kind of put it in for it to feel more relatable.
Yeah, it wasn't as...
Like, yeah, I guess we all have our moments.
It wasn't as
with our first child. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we have our moments. But we can take a walk sometimes. Get a little fresh air. No, I'm just okay, so that was pretty much it for that scene.
Yes.
So next, Candiace and Wendy go to have lunch. We see a little more of Wendy. What she said? What's her little line? Class is always in session.
Oh.
But what do they talk about? Oh, I guess they just chit-chatting and talk about motherhood a little bit. I thought it was funny when she showed that clip of her leaving the hospital.
What clip?
Yeah, you see it?
Lord. I took it. What's that?
What? She was just talking about she gave birth. She snatched, you know.
Oh, you talking about Wendy?
Wendy.
Okay, sorry. I'm still thinking about
and when she had delivered the baby, when it was, you know.
Oh, yes. And she's in the hospital in her green dress. Yes.
With the what you call it?
Oh,
the car seat.
Car seat, yes.
I'm surprised they let her do all of that.
I was in a wheelchair.
I know. I kept thinking. I was like, is it the epidural that makes them have to put you in a wheelchair? I can't remember.
I don't think so. I think it was just for safety. Like they feel like
because even if you don't have epidural, I'm surprised they let her carry the car seat even.
Oh yeah.
And but I guess she had to do that. Maybe they released her and then she went back in through the doors to have that shot.
I was about to say
because I'm sure the husband or somebody had to take that picture and he had to be there and letting her carry the car seat out. So that was probably just for the look.
But then I was thinking, I feel like I wasn't even thinking about trying to take the.
She already had that planned. Okay, she had a green. Give me the green dress. But okay, so what else did they talk about? Oh, they go over Wendy's impression of a couple of the ladies. She talk about my girl Karen. I like Karen. I can see she do like a little snotty sometimes. Yeah. You don't know her, but when you get to know her character, it's like she's cool.
Yeah.
But she said Karen act like she don't know her. Like they've never met before. Did you get that? But at the thing, she said, "Yeah, we've met before." Right. Karen literally said, "Yeah, we've met before." So
what more do you want her to do?
So I see, she says she's nice, but I feel like she's kind of trying to be a little shady with Karen too at the same time.
But I think she's very much so the type of person I predicted after episode 1.
Say it again. What you said?
I think I just used the word outgoing. Okay. Because I don't know, but. Just outgoing. Okay. She doesn't maybe or not much of a filter.
Yeah, she like to chime in. I can tell when we get to the little coming out of the house part.
Yes.
Yeah. And then what they say about Giselle? Candiace says, Candiace. She says how she's thinking they'll get along. Giselle and Wendy.
Yes.
That was pretty much it. Next scene. Okay, and then we see Juan. He meets Giselle for lunch, and that's a nice little moment.
Yeah,
he says how Robin's the only person he want to be with. She been down with him throughout everything. He's ready to get married again.
Yes, they talk a little bit about
Jamal. Yes,
and that made me rethink. I think Juan was saying like how if he were to mess up again, how it would affect his daughters this time, which made me think back to episode 1, where I was more kind of I understood the girl's worry, but I guess I wasn't thinking about it in that sense. Like they're not used to mom and dad together, so I guess thinking about it like all I know is this is what dad did, and that's not right. So even though it's my mom and dad. Yeah, I don't want them together. Like, I understood, like, why. Okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
sometimes you just think they're just kids,
Yeah.
But they be in the background listening, paying attention. Oh, he's a cheater? Oh, no.
They're right.
That for you? So, yeah, I feel it. Okay, next scene. Nothing too serious, but Candiace pees on a stick.
Oh,
she looked little when she wasn't pregnant. I don't know. Something to add in the show. So I peed on the stick.
What's your name, Chris? And he was like, I mean, yeah, I figured you were pregnant.
Oh, he said that?
At one point.
She came with the game. She went the game. Because somebody have that storyline today, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next scene is the coming out of the house party.
Mm-hmm.
Or dinner, whatever. So they had a lot of little topics real quick, a lot of little funny moments.
Mm-hmm.
One funny moment that stuck out for me was when Candiace was talking about what the ladies do for contraceptive methods.
Mm-hmm.
So they was talking about the pull-out method. They got to Giselle. They said, "What do? You pull out?" She's like, "I mind my business."
No, I didn't.
You did?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember.
And then I think it was Monique. She was like, she fornicating with the pastor.
Oh yes, okay.
And I said, "Oh, that's true. He is a pastor, so she can't be out here talking all reckless."
Right. Oh yes. Now that you're saying it, it's yes.
I mind my business. That's true. She gotta tread lightly over there. Then they wait. Do you want to say anything else about it before we get to this apology?
Nothing. Just how when Ashley was talking about her tear,
and
I was like, it could have been very edited. But I'm like, they didn't have to react like that.
I was trying to hear about it. Me, I don't know if anybody else wanted to hear. I'm like, please let the girl get the story out. I want to know what happened. Because birth can be a traumatic.
That's what I'm saying. So for everyone to kind of be like, ooh, it's kind of like
delivery.
This is real.
Can we know? I want to know what happened. All I heard was after the first bowel movement, and that's it.
And then they kept cutting it off, and I'm like,
because at first I'm thinking maybe she tore when she was pushing out.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But was it an internal tear? I'm trying to figure out what happened. We don't know.
We'll never know, I guess.
And they all love this song, so right. They didn't want to hear.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But on to the apology tours. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Giselle opens the floor.
Right. Which I didn't like, but go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
She did that.
The scene.
Monique co-signed. Yes, I agree. You need to apologize to move forward. The thing is, Candiace handled it, I think, perfectly for her own way or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mad.
No.
Like, she wasn't like, I'm not trying to do it.
Right.
She was just like, oh yeah, I agree, but we need to do that privately.
And there
it could have been so smooth.
Yes.
But Ashley, she acted like she was going to be receptive, but she was already coming with but you said, you know.
Right. And that's who, out of the girls, I thought she would have been more of like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Or she should have been, I should say. The person to say like, yes, we can have this conversation in private, especially knowing Candiace, or Candiace being known for not apologizing and being that type of person. I feel like even more so, you should have been like, okay, yes, we can talk in private. Because I feel like as someone who it's hard to apologize, I feel like most people who don't like to apologize mostly because the embarrassment maybe they have more. So I feel like her not wanting to do it in front of everybody should have been understandable. Like if she wanted to do it in private, then it should have been like, okay, at least you're willing to do something.
I wasn't mad at it. It was like, we here for your celebration.
Right.
So I wasn't mad. But they was mad.
Yeah. And pushing it, and I was not here for it.
Which goes back to, what is it that she did that's so much more like serious that she has to take out the time to make sure she says it right here, right now.
Right.
When she's already trying to make it smooth and move forward.
Mm-hmm.
What did she do? Tell us. What did she do?
I know. In the comments, please.
Please. Because I'm confused.
Yes.
I'm confused, and actually, she wasn't trying to be receptive. If you ask me, she was ready to come back.
And then for it to be her party and her first time out, even more reason for her to be like, okay,
she was trying to keep it light.
Mm-hmm.
I just know I wasn't mad at what she said. I feel like that could have deaded it right there.
Yeah.
They could have moved forward
and continued their dinner,
but that would have been too easy. What was Wendy saying over there?
Oh, go ahead.
What was she saying?
I don't know. It was just funny when she was, I'm going backwards now.
Okay, go ahead.
But when she called out Karen, and she was like, "You still do it?"
I don't know why she did that.
Because that's the type of
girl
I thought she was.
I said she acted like, she liked her, but then she be a little shady.
Yes. But I feel like that's just the type of, is that called like no filter? I don't even know. Just that very outgoing, but almost to the point where like you do too much sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was too
much.
much.
I feel like that's what I got from her. So when she said that, it was very expected.
If Karen act like she don't know, I see why. Mm-hmm. Maybe she picked up on it.
I was saying, yeah, we met before is just enough.
Shoot, she probably see her at them parties like, okay, I know what kind of girl she is.
Right.
Don't
and if she want to stay away, that's fine.
Go ahead, Karen. Do you? Okay. But I guess that's about it. From there, it turns into a little argument situation. And what? That's how it is, huh? Yeah. But we gonna see. We gonna see. So yeah, did we see a preview even for the next episode?
I don't think, or I probably just didn't watch it, unfortunately.
Oh no. We just gotta wait and see.
And I'm still waiting for the moment, the big scene.
You know they do. That's probably the second to last episode.
The season finale. Because every time we have these little get-togethers, I'm like, okay, maybe this one.
And knowing that it's gonna happen, I keep looking at Monique like, you over here talking about all this stuff Candiace doing. She can't. She gotta have finger foods. When you can't keep your hands to yourself or something. Right. Whatever had happened, I don't know exactly, but
we'll see.
We gonna see. So I think that wraps it up for this episode. Well, just leave a comment. We want to hear from y'all. Yes. Anybody, anywhere. I'm trying to get these views. But all right, we about to go.
All right, bye.